Chapter 10, The Supremo. Unit 10, The Supremo. Activity 1. Study the shadows and mention the time of the day. So over here there are 4 shadows that are given to us: east, west, north, south, and based on this they have given the time also, AM and PM, above these shadow pictures. We have to tell the time according to it. Okay, so the first shadow, which is A, the time is 2:15 p.m. B, it is 7:30 a.m. C, the time is 5:30 p.m. and D is 10 a.m. Moving ahead, activity 2, make a chart of your work schedule according to the given time. So they have given you the time. In these lines you have to write: at 6 a.m. when you wake up, what do you do? 9 a.m. what do you do? 1 p.m., 5 p.m., 7 p.m., what are the activities that you do? So this I give you as an individual activity to do it at home on your own. I will not be sending you the PDF for activity 2. Now children, the times that I have given you for this shadow of A, B, C and D. So children, based on the size of the shadow you can understand, and the direction of the shadow you can understand that what would be the time of it. When the sun is directly on the head, that means in the first picture the shadow is small. So when the sun is directly on the head, that is, the shadow is small. When the sun is just rising and you are facing it, so you would get the shadow little longer. In evening also you would get the shadow little longer. And when the sun is about to come over your head, the shadow is not very short, not very long. So that's why when the sun is about to come on the head at 10 a.m., the shadow is neither longer nor smaller. Okay, so moving ahead, activity 3, study the poem The Supremo. So this poem is about the sun, and they have called that sun is a supreme power, and that's true also. When the great sun come at a dawn, dawn means early morning, he is the king of the sky. So when the sun rises, he is the king of the sky. He says to the star, get out of my sight, begone, and the moon turns perfectly white. So he stays, and this, when the sun rises, he says to the stars that get out from the sight, and begone means what? To go away. And the moon gets perfectly white. In the powerful light, he climbs the sky to the height of noon and sits on his throne. So what happens? With his powerful light, he climbs up the sky. He goes higher and higher in the sky. And when he reaches to the height and when it becomes noon, he sits on his throne. So he stays there for some time and sits on his throne. That's what they are saying. Brighter than bright and regains alone. Brighter than bright and regains alone means what? He is very bright, and he is brighter than what it can be a bright, and regains means he rules alone. There is no one else who would rule over there again. Okay, but when his descent in the afternoon, the shadow grow long and the power begins to ebb and wane. That means when he is about to descend. Descend means what? Descend means to go down. So when he is about to go down, that means when he is about to set in the afternoon, the shadow grows longer and the power of the sun begins to ebb and wane. That means to become less and less. So when the sun sets, so when the sun goes down, the power of the sun becomes also less. And when he goes down in his kingly way, that means he is supremo, the king way, when he goes down, he sees to regime, the darkness falls, the stars comes out, and the night returns. So when he sets in a very kingly manner, so what happens then? Uh, the dark, it becomes again dark, star comes out, and the night returns. Okay, so this is a poem of the uh, sun, which has been named as the Supremo. So everyone have to learn this poem, because when the government would take exam, they might ask you to write the to complete the incomplete poem. Okay, so these are the keywords on page 85. You also need to learn them. Answer the following questions. Follow for this poem. They have given us the question, for which I'll be sending you the PDF. You have to copy adjectives. So in activity 4, based in the story, based in the explanation of the poem, you have to write the adjectives, that is the describing words. Okay, Rupal ma'am would have done this or would be doing this with you in detail in this academic year. So write the describing words, 5 other describing words from the poem. Okay, so it can be great, white, bright, long, kingly. These are all describing words for the sun that were mentioned in the poem. So for this activity 4 activity, I'll be sending you the PDF. Match the adjectives in the column with the appropriate noun in B as they occur in the poem. Now, there are adjectives which you need to match in an appropriate way, and it has been given in the poem. So, for the great, it goes the sun, the powerful goes the light, and this has been mentioned in the poem. If you'll see, if you will able to find it. Long goes the shadow, and kingly goes the way. Okay. Activity 6, the phrase brighter than bright has been used in the poem to mean extremely bright. It is used for the sun. Now, some phrases is been used in the poem, like brighter than bright is been used for the sun. So they have given you few phrases down. You can make or associate something that you know or to someone with this phrase. One, I will be sending you the PDF of it. Here are some interesting facts about the sun in activity 7. So read this. Then they have asked you, since there are some interesting facts about the sun, you write the interesting fact about the moon. For this also I will be sending you the PDF. Moving ahead with this, we'll move to the next activity, activity 8, stars in the night. It's a very simple poem by the way, Anil Walker. Okay, let's start it. I see the stars in the night, when will they come and be our light? So here is the poet says that he can see the stars in the night, and he asked this question to us, that when will they come and be our light? uh, show us the way to a better life, show us how to live our lives. So the poet is saying that please stars, come down and show us the better way to live, and show us a better way of living a life and to live our lives. Stars in the night, show us your light, guide us to the promised land. Now, they are saying many a times in olden days, this used to happen, that people used to find out their direction based on the positionings of the star. So, over here, they have related it with that and say that come down, stars that show your light and guide us to the promised land, to the promised direction. Stars in the night, we need your light. We had millions of years to get it right. Stars, so poet is saying that star, we do need your light. We need your guidance, because we would take millions of years if you are not there to get it right. So your presence is very important, and your presence will make us understand to get a perfect direction, a perfect way, and a better way to live a life. If you can't do it now, we never will. Stars in the night, be our light. So if you are not doing it right now for us, then we will never be able to do it. So it's a request that stars in the night, be our light. Be our light, be our guiding principle. Help us in getting everything. Okay. So this is what they want to say. It's a very simple poem. Once again, read carefully the poem on the sun and the stars. Work in the group of four. Make an comparative study. So they have given you two poems. One of is of the star, one of is of the night, and they want you people to study the sun and the night poem in detail and make a comparison between both the poems. I'll be sending you the PDF of this. Activity 9. Write a para on use of a solar energy. Use the following points. So they want us to write the paragraph on the solar energy using the below given points. And this is a very simple thing. I'll be sending you the PDF of it. And over here we end this chapter, the Supremo, where they talks about the power of sun and the stars. Okay, so this is a very simple chapter, very easy chapter. So we end the chapter over here. Thank you.